Only those 3 trucks come back for this pull-off. This is for #1 spot.
The odds are Pam will not be able to go the full 200.
That's very true. The weight box will be heavy. The sled will be heavy. They'll stop her with the limits of this track. You got 2 more guys. They'll try to beat her. Here she comes.
She was kicking up the dirt.
She was kicking up the dirt. The weight box went up real quick. The 50,000 pounds being drugged by the truck. That's going to be a tough mark to beat. Pam had a good pull. She hooked up well. She's guaranteed of a 3rd place, but she'd like to have that #1 spot. And I believe she's got a good shot at it. That was truly a fine hook for the Yellow Fever truck.
Go.
Truck hooking up real well off the starting line, and Pam knows what to do now. Takes off like a bullet and heads down the track. The weight box running up the ramp, not slowly. It's already halfway up the ramp. Not there. The weight's on top of her. Pam's going to fight for every inch she can get, because a lot of times an inch will make the difference between 1st and 2nd place. That could be several $100 in this competition.
144 feet 7 3/4 inches for Yellow Fever.
It's going to be a good mark, and there's 2 more trucks that's going to try to bump her from that position, but it could stand.
Here's the MOTOWN Missile. Joe Gilbert out of Gaines, Michigan. He has to shoot at 144 feet 7 3/4 inches.
Here's a man that'll shoot straight and fast with the MOTOWN Missile. He is, as we mentioned, current leader in the race for the national championship. Slacks out of the chain, and let's see if Joe Gilbert can win one for Michigan. MOTOWN.
Well, I don't know if he's going to win one for Michigan, but he certainly has taken the lead for Michigan.
Well, 1 truck left, and a beautiful job on Joe's part of getting the truck down the track. Motor sounded good. Joe did a great job of driving it. Track's a little bit loose. He's getting all over the track, but still keeping control of it. A beautiful job for the MOTOWN Missile.
Our new leader, the MOTOWN Missile, 170 feet 1 inch.
Hey, Joe put one down that is great. 170 and 1. The Bear is the only one that can knock him from #1 spot.
That's going to be a tough mark to beat.
It really will be, but here's a man that could do it. Joe did a great job, though. That is just a picture-perfect pull. He had to work for it, no doubt about it, but it was a great job.
Well, the Bear, which is driven by Gary Firmstone out of Mount Pleasant, PA, will take a shot at 170 feet 1 inch. Okay, here we go with the Bear now. Gary Firmstone, Mount Pleasant, PA. Again, he has to beat 170 feet 1 inch
to take the lead with the Bear. 505 Chevrolet on the short end of cubic inches, but he's making up for it. Driving style and driving technique, and motor's hitting hard. Gives it a thumbs up. He's ready to see if the Bear can do it. Here comes the Bear. He'll be on it out.
Going to be close.
I believe he may have done it. We'll just have to wait and see. It is, as you said, very, very close.
And another excellent pull for Gary Firmstone.
This is probably the better of the 2 pulls for Gary Firmstone, even though he went full pull on the first one. This is a straight down the track, no nonsense pull with a beautiful job. The truck hooks up, dials in, and he's getting a good amount of traction on all 4 corners of it as it works its way down the track. Now the measuring crew will step out, lay down the tape, and decide if he went past 177 and 1. Measuring crew checking it over. We'll find out in just a moment. It is very, very close.
Now the Bear has won it. 174 feet, 1.5 inches for Gary Firmstone.
174, 1.5. Beautiful job for the Bear, Gary Firmstone. Great job for that young man.
Well, you talk about it being a sport of inches. He wins by 4 inches.
Beautiful job, Gary Firmstone. That's as good as a mile, and beautiful job.
So the Bear, the winner. MOTOWN Missile comes in number 2, and Yellow Fever finishes 3rd.
This goes for all that you do.
In the minors, you must have called it all 1,000 times, but you never lost sight of the dream.
They got a telegram for you, Tony.
Okay, thanks, Pop. Hi, babe. Hey, guess what? I got the call. Yeah? I'm in the majors.
You got a shot, you'll take it.
What's this, rookie umpire?
You got the heart to make it. You got the fire, that big league desire. You keep on reaching higher. You make America work, and this buzz for you.
Here's to you. Beechwood age for that clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beer.
Hi. Compliments from the gentleman over there.
This buzz for you. Sometimes you got it today. Emerson's got it right. Fine tune your life. Nobody's got to tell you. Emerson does it right. Fine tune your life.
Fine-tune your life with Emerson.
Avoid the Noid with the Domino's Pizza Guarantee. We guarantee your pizza will be delivered within 30 minutes or you get $3 off your order. Guaranteed. And we guarantee your pizza will taste great. If you're not satisfied with your pizza, we'll replace it or refund your money. Only our pizza is guaranteed to avoid the Noid. Domino's Pizza delivers. Call now.
Bob Kurtz, Mike Galloway here at Rich Stadium in Buffalo. Spanky Spangler is the guy on top of the platform, and apparently he's going to light himself on fire as part of the exhibition portion of the show here at Rich Stadium.
He's jumping the equivalent of 3 stories on fire into an air pillow. Not my idea of a good time on Saturday night, but it's spectacular to watch. Spanky is a professional stuntman, does this day in and day out, and this is not something that I would recommend for anyone to try at home.
He's up there a ways.
He is up a long way.
That is his hoped-for landing area down on the field here at Rich Stadium. So Spanky Spangler will entertain the crowd here at Rich Stadium as we await the finals of the monster truck competition.
They're telling me that he's extended it, and he is now going up to the equivalent of 14 stories high. Now that is a long ways to jump, even if you're not on fire.
Well, if you're on fire, I would imagine you want to get down in a hurry, huh?
I would. And there's no easier way down than just to jump. This is probably one of the most spectacular stunts that you will ever witness in your lifetime, because Spanky does it in tremendous style. Hopefully landing in that big air cushion out in the middle of the field. 14 stories up in the air, kind of blinded by the lights, so that'll give you an idea of how high he actually is above this football stadium.
Now keep your eye on him.
Got his protective clothing on. Getting ready to light himself off. Puts his goggles on. Just about ready to bail out 14 stories on fire. Easing around right out on the edge of the platform.
It's scary just looking up and seeing him up there.
Can you imagine?
Without the fire, without actually jumping.
Now they're putting the glue on him. painting the glue on him, and this is what will burn as he comes down. Call him the Falling Star. Well, that's a pretty good name.
He's going to fall. He's going to fall in a hurry.
Just about ready to light him off as they're covering him well with glue, and they have the rescue squad stationed around the bottom. Get ready for Spanky. Right on the edge now. When he lights, it'll just be a matter of moments. From the time he's lit on fire to the time he leaves that platform, falling those 14 stories to the air cushion.
There's the
There's
fire.
the torch.
There he goes.
Getting ready. Look at that. Unbelievable. We'll see if he's all right. Now there's the rescue squad throwing in some towels. There's still no movement from inside of that as the guys are going in there after him. Could have knocked the wind out of him very, very easily. And Spanky's still very quiet, checking him over. Well, he's all right, Bob Kurtz. I'll tell you what, that's quite a stunt in itself.
That's a heck of a way to have to make a living. Looks like he's still a little groggy.
Well, I would imagine he would be. 14-story fall on fire, and Spanky did it up in style. Quite a gentleman. Spanky Spangler. Yeah, let's watch him as he lights himself on fire. He gets the fire burning real well, then comes off, falling over, rolling to his back, and that rolling to his back will snuff the fire out as soon as he lands on that cushion. Here's a good close shot, and see the fire coming off of him. The glue burning. They're reaching over and giving him one little last shot, and here comes Spanky. Now watch him roll to his back. As he rolls to his back and hits that, it'll snuff it out. A beautiful job. Not my idea of a good time, but Spanky doing a great job here this evening.
Got an exhibition portion of the program, one that's extremely interesting. A lot of the fans have come out here to see. Up until now, Mike, basically have been dealing with vehicles that have one engine. This thing is the Bud Boy that obviously has more than one.
Twin motors. We've been talking about naturally aspirated engines. Here's two supercharged 1,700 horsepower apiece. Keith Black Hemis, none other than the Budweiser boss.
Gary Collins out of El Dorado Springs, Missouri. About 300 miles, I guess, from St. Louis.
Yes, and this man does a great job. This is probably the finest four-wheel drive pulling vehicle in America. A beautiful vehicle sitting on 4 brand new Dixie Peck pulling tires. Watch Gary Collins, the Budweiser boss. He's got power. It's only got 2 gears in it. Fast and very fast.
What kind of mileage this thing gets?
Oh, it's terrible. I think about 340 gallons to the mile. Here comes the Budweiser boss. Hold on for Gary Collins.
Look out! He could have put that one about 15 rows up into the seats.
I tell you what, Gary Collins says you guys don't take it on outside, and he was on his way. The flagman's got the red flags up trying to shut him down, and the Budweiser boss is just getting warmed up. He's ready to go. Give me about another 300 foot and let me get this thing aired out. I tell you what, that would be a tremendous ride. Gary Collins, El Dorado Springs, and one of the prettiest vehicles on the circuit.
There it is, the Budweiser boss.
Watch him.